All right, I'm going to give you your own personal technical analysis here. So, last time you got a pump, you pumped up to 330, right? You came down, you tried to hold support on this trend line, you failed, you dropped, caught support here. Came up, tested it, resistance, fell to support, came up, broke through this line, blasted all the way up to this trend line, came back down, tried to hold support on this again, failed, dropped all the way down, tested support, so on and so forth, rejected, fake out, back down. Now you just broke out of this trend line again. And you got a 4 hourly close above it and a daily close above it. That trend line support is 325. So initially, the breakout of this smaller pattern here should bring you up to 380. But while you're up here, you might as well test this 427, which is what it is now. And if, in fact, you were able to come back down, test this as support, and hold, see how this comes up, drops, tries to hold but can't. So most likely you're going to come up here to the 427 and to come back down and try to hold this as support, which would most likely be, 345, something like that. And then it'll probably look like something like this would be my assumption. And then you would go sideways and then you would come back up and break out, or you would just, it's hard to say exactly how it's going to happen. I can't predict it, but based off of this, it looks like it likes to do that, where it does this and comes down and then maybe comes back, or it'll come up and just come through and head the fuck out. So that's kind of your two scenarios. But I would expect some type of pullback. So, it's a very good position that you're in because your support below this is 299. Obviously your bottom support is 262, but you just broke out today. So for me, I would actually put a long position in right at 325 with a stop loss at 317, and I would ride it all the way up here. I would sell it up here, and then I would wait and see what happens. And if it can break out, consolidate, it can head higher. If it gets rejected here, it'll come back down here, and then you could rebuy it here. So that's your option. You can long it to this point, or you can long it and just hold it, and it might come back and then come back. You know what I mean? So the best scenario is to sell it here at resistance, expecting that it's going to drop. If it goes above this level and it holds support, then you would rebuy here and then ride it up to the breakout target, which is 617, and that's a measured move based off of this right here, which is a bull flag from here to there. This is a pull, that's why it's a bull flag, and this is the measured move from here. So that's your custom technical analysis that you get. And if you look at the weekly, this is a good sign for the weekly time frame. This yellow cross this, you got the golden cross. And if this continues up, it will squeeze the price between this yellow and this green. And it's going to, once this crosses in like 4 or 5 weeks, it's going to push the price all the way up higher. So let's look on the daily real quick. You already got your golden crosses. So, I mean, everything looks pretty clear, pretty clean right now. Even if you went sideways on this line for a little bit or on this support box, you just want it to hold this 323 level. And that's going to be excellent. Um, so expect that it might come back down here to this 326, 323 and hold. And as long as it can hold here, this will be phenomenal. Good pick. Peace.